Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Episode 18 again deals with Rama is equal to Dharma. This time it is something to do with Ahimsa. We call it as non-violence. Ahimsa is a very important Dharma in practice or in the way of life called the Sanatana Dharma. Why Ahimsa? What do we mean by Ahimsa? Not causing any form of pain to anyone is Ahimsa. How does this happen? When can one reach that state so that they don't inflict pain on anybody? It can happen only in a human body and mind which is free from hatred, free from vengeance, and free from enmity. A mind which is sans enmity can practice Ahimsa. And it is said, one whose mind is free from enmity will remain very peaceful and tranquil. Tranquility is a blessing rewarded to your mind which is free from enmity. As a consequence, a tranquil, peaceful mind, wherever it is present, that place is bound to radiate harmony, and it would elevate oneself to a very high state of spiritual glory. This is the power of Ahimsa. Now, Rama goes into the forest and meets sage Sharabanga, who on meeting Rama elevates himself to the position of Brahma. Very many sages had gathered there and made a request to Rama that they are unable to preserve their austerities and practices in the forest, and they are being tormented by the Rakshasas. And they sought refuge under Rama and wanted Rama to protect them, saying that we can use our tapas to destroy them, but it will bring down our tapas. It will bring down the very purpose of what we are trying to do in preserving the austerities. Therefore, it is you who should help us. Rama makes a promise to those sages that he would come to the Dandaka forest and fight the Rakshasas, and starts proceeding towards Dandaka forest. Mata Sita communicates with Rama very politely and says, I want to remind you a few things. You are always worshipped as a form of Dharma, and Ahimsa has been your natural way of life. And you are aware that a warrior should wage war only with someone who inflicts or invades him or his kingdom. You are not affected at all by this. There are Rakshasas who are troubling sages. These Rakshasas are not invading your kingdom. And consequently, why should you go and battle and wage a war? Is it right for a warrior to go and fight? And in these circumstances? Point number 1. Point 2. She says, being a warrior and leading a forest life are contradictory to each other. We have come here to preserve austerities, and therefore, why should you take the process of war against the Rakshasas? Point number 2. Point number 3, she says, when we are here supposed to practice austerities, if he starts fighting wars and taking weapons, it will indeed lead more and more our life into a life of a warrior rather than one being in austerities, and cites the example of Indra. A sage was in deep tapas. Indra, for some reason, did not want the sage to pursue the tapas. So he disguised himself as a warrior, came to the sage, gave him a sword and said, "Please keep it safe. I shall come back and take it." Sage wanted to oblige that request, and therefore he started to protect the sword. And wherever he went, he started to carry that sword because there is an obligation to protect it. So initially he started to cut branches, cut fruits and leaves. Slowly he started to wield his power, and finally he ended up using this sword like a warrior. So Mata Sita reminded Rama, if we leave austerities and start getting into waging a war, then we will in turn only become a warrior. And why don't you therefore think twice before you venture to help? And she said finally, I know you are a form of Dharma and you are nothing but Dharma, but I thought it's my duty to remind you so that you stay on course with Dharma. Rama, known for his patience, listens to Mata Sita and replies the following way. Rama says, look here, who are these people? They are sages. They are not powerful warriors who can defend themselves. They are sages engaged in austerities. Therefore, they don't go and trouble anybody, whereas they are being now troubled by somebody. They have not gone in waged war with someone, but somebody is attacking them. 2. When they are being attacked, they are in helpless situations because they are not warriors and therefore they cannot defend themselves. 3. We need to preserve the dharma of these sages. How do we protect? So, when they are being attacked, someone has to protect them when they can't protect themselves. 3. 4. These sages have come and sought a refuge, saying, you should help us in this. 5. Because I have an obligation when a request is made, that says when they say that they surrender before me and seek refuge, I can't say I won't help. And therefore, there is a duty to help them, especially against fighting a war against people who are giving trouble to the innocent. 5. Having given a promise to the sages, I cannot fail in my promise, and therefore I need to fight this and fight the Rakshasas and kill them or drive them out. And therefore, this is not a situation where I can be a silent spectator or say I would practice Ahimsa and not help the sages. Shri Guru Pyo